Will a spate of reprisals succeed the most recent gangland executions in Belize City? Tonight, police have ramped up their presence in certain neighborhoods in anticipation of an eventuality, following the Wednesday night murders of a pair of well-known siblings. Brothers Maurice and Emory Felix rose to notoriety for the numerous brushes with law, including a stint on pretrial detention for the murder of Mark Gentle, as well as an attempt on his mother's life back in May 2015. After spending 3 years and 8 months in prison, both men were released on bail with the condition that they report to the Queen Street Police Station to sign in twice a week. Jeanette Felix was at home on Sanker Street when her daughter informed her of the deadly shooting.
I made up on my bed, lay down. My daughter, one of the teacher, come find my room. And he come and say, "Ma, you have to get up and put on your clothes, change your clothes." So because them boy then get shut up and it not sound good.
The Felix brothers were inside this establishment on Bayman Avenue after reportedly checking in at Precinct 1 sometime earlier in the evening. They were caught flat-footed by a lone gunman who entered the premises, walked up a flight of stairs, and carried out a hit on the siblings.
Last night at about 6:45 p.m., police responded to shots being fired at Bayman Avenue. As a result, they visited a business establishment where on the street side police observed Emory Vincent Felix, 33 years, Belizean, with apparent gunshot wounds to his body. Upon police making inspection inside of the business establishment on the second floor, they observed the body of Maurice Cardinal Felix, 34 years, Belizean, also with apparent gunshot wounds to his body.
Upon learning of the incident, Jeanette Felix rushed to the Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, only to discover that the bodies of her sons were still being processed at the scene of the shooting. She describes what happened next.
So I get to a vehicle where me they write this and he carry me out there. And carry me out there. And that's when I meet Amy on the ground. That's how I meet my son on the ground. The next one me the upstairs and say he me the play pool. That's the understanding I get. And the understanding I get is that they never they up there long. They wasn't up there a long time. Because people talk to them. People talk to them and the people that would talk to them, they tell you what time they talk to them.
According to investigators, the pair was inside Skydeck Bar and Lounge where Maurice was playing a game of billiards.
What police got us so far is that both male persons were inside of the establishment playing pool when persons entered the establishment and fired several shots at their direction, causing the above-mentioned injuries to them.
The scene where the shootings took place was littered with spent shells. On the ground where Emory Felix lay motionless, scenes of crime personnel retrieved 13 expended shells. Upstairs of the building, another 17 expended shells were recovered from where his older brother was fatally shot.
The only thing I know if you know who actually shoot my son.
Was this something because of the lifestyle of your sons? Was this something that you as a parent were expecting? Did you see this coming? That your sons would have been targeted in this kind of manner?
All I may want that my sons there, me and they could go along with me to church. Because if we know the inner St. John's Church, with the inner Bethany Baptist Church, that if we live in Sunday time, if you know the inner St. John's Church or the inner Bethany Baptist Church, but I couldn't get them back in a church because they say if they're even in the church, then go and go kill them.
Admittedly, the writings were on the wall for the Felix brothers, who were a long way from home when death came knocking. The mother saw the hit coming but could not say when it would take place and often found herself in suspense until the ominous message was delivered.
Then thing you start from one charge to another charge. Because you know then the inners. Every time they charge, I call them that I how to say it? Representative of murder case. That's how I call them representative. Because they don't do the murder, but they arrest them. Then when you listen, they kill the person, we do the murder out here. Then when they come out the heat is out here. That's how for their life. Because Morris get charged for Michael Skeet. He get charged for somebody else and somebody else. And this case where he depend for Mark Vernon, that time a winning case, representing murderers. That's how for their life go.
With the murders of Maurice and Emory, Janet Felix has since lost all three of her sons to gun violence. Her eldest son, Curlin Cluck Felix, was also shot and killed in September 2007 in an ongoing gang feud. Of note is that these Felix brothers are part of a larger family of murder victims related to deceased social activist Therese Felix, whose children have also been gunned down in Port Loyola. Reporting for News 5, I am Isana Cayetano.